right, it looks like we are back up. Sorry, don't know what happened there. But all right, so we're doing severe weather coverage. I guess I'll just go ahead and start the intro again. Severe weather coverage for portions of northeast Texas and southwest Oklahoma today. I guess really the entirety of West Texas and then southwestern Oklahoma going into really, man, this is a bigger event than I thought. Really, the entirety of southern Oklahoma and then West Texas. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with this severe thunderstorm warning here that has a destructive tag. It's a tornado possible, 1 inch hail, 80-mile-an-hour wind storm for Tillman County, Oklahoma, Cotton County, Oklahoma, and Comanche County, Oklahoma. So seek shelter immediately, low floor possible away from windows. That's going to include Frederick, Manitou, and Tipton in Oklahoma here, as well as Davidson. I'll go ahead and flip the radar around there. So seek shelter if you are in that warning right there. We've got a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings up right now, but I'm only going to read off the considerable ones. So we have one for 1.75 inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds for Hardman County, Texas, and Ford County, Texas. Here, seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible away from windows. That's going to include 7 L Crossing, Middleburg, and a couple other towns in that orange box there, so look out for that. We have another considerable severe thunderstorm warning here for Wichita County, Texas, Cotton County, Oklahoma, and Tillman County, Oklahoma here for Granfield, Loveland, Devil, and Clara there in the orange box, so look out for that. Seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible away from windows. Let's see, what else have we got here that's considerable? So we do not have any other considerable severe thunderstorm warnings right now, but we do have some base level ones that are not shelter worthy, but they are still severe thunderstorm warnings, so take them seriously, get inside. So Cottle County, Texas, Floyd County, Texas, Briscoe County, Texas, Greer County, Oklahoma, Beckham County, Oklahoma, Kiowa County, Oklahoma, Washita County, Oklahoma, Stevens County, Oklahoma, Crane County, Texas, Pecos County, Texas, Ward County, Texas, Grady County, Oklahoma, Canadian County, Oklahoma, Caddo County, Oklahoma, Caldwell County, Texas, Pecos County, Texas, and Terrell County, Texas. So all those counties that I just listed off, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. And then obviously we have our considerable ones and our destructive one here. The destructive one, once again, is for a tornado possible, 1 inch hail and 80-mile-an-hour winds here, including Tipton, Manitou, and Frederick there in that orange box. So seek shelter immediately. Those are tornado force winds. So even if we don't get a tornado out of that, that's still not going to be a good situation for you to be in. You know, you're going to want to treat it like you're under a tornado warning. But yeah, that's kind of what we're working with today. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect here for portions of Texas and Oklahoma. So I'm going to go ahead and read off the threats that's going to bring here. So starting off the tornado threat, we have a 10% risk of a tornado and a 5% risk of an EF2 to an EF5 tornado. So we do have that slight chance there to see a high-end tornado today. Wind threat, we have a 60% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles an hour or higher and a 50% chance to see wind gusts of 75 miles an hour or higher, which we're already seeing. Hail threat, we have a 50% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger and also a 50% chance to see hail of 2 inches or larger there. So look out for that. This is a pretty decently high-end severe thunderstorm watch here. I'll go ahead and show you guys it so that you can see where it extends over. The red boxes there, those are going to be severe thunderstorm watches. So look out for that if you're in that region today. That's going to include Oklahoma City, Lubbock, almost back up to Amarillo, almost down to DFW. But yeah, all right. So here we go. We also have my friend here just making sure the stream is going to be working and everything. So he'll tune in every once in a while, I'm sure. All right. But yeah, that's what we're working with today. Right now, we have 13 severe thunderstorm warnings, no tornado warnings. But again, we have that destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Cotton County, Oklahoma, Comanche County, Oklahoma, and Tillman County, Oklahoma. That is going to be one that you're going to want to treat like a tornado warning because there's 80-mile-an-hour winds. Those are tornado force winds. So even if there's not a tornado with that storm, which, by the way, there still could be, you're going to have tornado force winds. So seek shelter immediately there. Once again, just now leaving Frederick, Oklahoma, entering Hollister, Oklahoma, Chattanooga, Oklahoma, and Loveland, Oklahoma. So look out for that. We have 4 flash flood warnings in effect right now. So Cottle County, Texas, and Motley County, Texas, you're under a flash flood warning. Pecos County, Texas, you're under a flash flood warning. Pecos County, Texas, you're under another flash flood warning. And then Johnston County, Oklahoma, Marshall County, Oklahoma, and Bryan County, Oklahoma, you're also under a flash flood warning. So if you're in any of those counties that I just listed off, don't drive on flooded roads because we're seeing a decent amount of rain here. The NWS has called this life-threatening flash flooding. I believe we have a moderate risk, a 40% risk to see flash flooding today over a large area. So look out for this flooding potential here if you're in this storm with Texas and Oklahoma, okay? That's going to be another risk that we're going to have. So I think next I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the SPC outlook here. So let's go ahead and bring that up. So SPC outlook. We have an enhanced risk of severe weather today, which is why I went live. I will only go live for enhanced risk, I think, at this point, because other events, we just don't have the certainty if that's going to be a high-end one or not. So let's go ahead and show you guys that. So in the light green, that's just a general thunderstorm risk. Those will not be severe, most likely. Don't need to worry about that. Dark green, that's a marginal risk of severe weather. That's where we have a chance to see severe storms. That's going to extend into very, very, very southeastern portions there of Kansas, going back down into Oklahoma and Texas. And thinking of something there. Slight risk of severe weather here that's going to extend up to Oklahoma City, almost up to Lubbock. It does include Lubbock, but almost up to Amarillo and then back down to the border of Texas and Mexico. And then we have an enhanced risk today in the orange that you can barely see just because it's covered up by watches, warnings, and rain. And the orange there, that's an enhanced risk of severe weather today. That's where we have the most likely potential to see severe weather. That's going to include Wichita Falls. It doesn't quite make it up to Oklahoma City there, but it does reach Norman, which is another decently populated area. So, yeah, that's what we're working with today. It looks like we might have another viewer right now. So, hello. If you are wondering about your specific location, just go ahead and leave it in chat, and then I will cover it. Let you know what you got today. But we are just watching Oklahoma and Texas as of right now. So, any new warnings or anything? We do have a severe thunderstorm warning. I already read that off. My bad. Okay, let's see here. So, no new warnings as of right now.
I told you to be quiet and stay away, didn't I?
My family's messing with me. My bad, guys. All right, sorry. They were messing with me, but we're back to being good here. That was kind of awkward. All right. But, yeah, Oklahoma and Texas are our main areas of concern today. Let's see here. What else do we have? I guess I can go ahead and turn on the tornado threat for a day. For the SPC, we only have a 2% risk of a tornado here. And that's going to extend here from the border of Texas and Mexico back over to DFW there. So that's the most likely area to see a tornado today. That also extends up to Lubbock, so look out for that. If we're going to see a tornado, we'll most likely be in that region. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the damaging wind threat. This is one of the biggest concerns for today. As you saw, we have that 80-mile-an-hour storm warning. We have I'm stuttering now. The brown, you're going to have a 5% risk to see wind gusts of 60 miles an hour or higher today. Yellow, that's going to be a 15% risk of that. And then red, that's a 30% risk. But if you're in the red and then you're inside of the black circle as well with the white lines, that's a 30% risk to see wind gusts of 75 miles an hour or higher, which are tornado force winds, which is what you're going to have to look out for with this storm. Hail threat is the last thing that we're going to cover here before we fully get into the severe weather coverage mode. Hail threat. We also have a very large area of hail threat today. We have a 5% risk to see hail 1 inch or larger here. That's going to extend down to the Mexico border, back up into even portions of Kansas there, southeast Kansas. Then in our yellow, that's a 15% risk to see hail 1 inch or larger. Red, that's a 30% risk to see hail of 1 inch or larger. But if you are in that black circle with the white lines, then you're going to have a risk to see hail of 2 inches or larger. So, yeah, that's what we're working with today. Large hail, damaging winds, maybe an isolated tornado or two, but really tornadoes are not a big threat today. But that doesn't mean that this isn't going to be a high-end severe weather threat, okay? So we do not have any new warnings as of right now, and our 80-mile-per-hour storm warning has expired here, but we have a new 70-mile-an-hour storm warning here for Lawton, Oklahoma, for that same storm. So still, Still seek shelter immediately if you're in that region there. That's heading for Lawton once again. 1 inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds, still low-end tornado force winds. So still seek shelter, lowest floor possible, away from windows. And then the other considerable severe thunderstorm we have is now for 2 inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds here. And that is going to be for Hardeman County, Texas, and Ford County, Texas. So seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows. We have a little bit of blue in that storm, which is going to indicate some either very, very heavy downpours or an area that can see some very large hail. So we're going to need to be looking out for that as we move along here. We do not have any new warnings currently. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to go ahead and continue talking about what we've been talking about. The threat today, once again, is going to be for West Texas, extending into Northeast Texas, and then going into southern Oklahoma. And a bit of that threat could go into southwestern Kansas. So, look out for that today in all of those regions. But yeah, that's what we're working with today. There's not much else to talk about, but this is actually going to be just as big a threat as yesterday. And yesterday, if you were here for that stream, we had 4 tornado warnings at once. That was a really big one. Okay, that was an intense one. We did not actually have a tornado on the ground during that stream, or at least not a confirmed one. But we had 4 warnings at once. That's not good. And then also we had that storm that was heading for Midland that was considerable. And yeah, that wasn't good either. What in the world was that outside my house? Someone's making noise. Okay, well, yeah, we are. That's what we're working with today. I feel like I've said that like 25 times now, but yeah, I mean, it's true. Okay, this is actually big news. New severe thunderstorm warning for Ford County, Texas, Hardin County, Texas, and Wilbarger County, Texas for 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. They extended that other warning for 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds into this here. So seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible if you are in that orange box, but only this one. The other ones aren't quite as high end of a threat. Well, I guess this one is as well. But yeah, that's new and that's pretty big. Luckily, it's not heading for any extremely populated areas other than Chillicothe and Vernon in Oklahoma. So look out for that. Actually, you know what? Vernon is a pretty large town. Is that in Oklahoma or is that in Texas? I think that's in Oklahoma. It's right there on the border, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, actually, Vernon, Oklahoma / Texas is really big. I'm just not realizing. Okay, well, yeah. Once again, we have 3 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings, and we have 1 severe thunderstorm warning that has the tornado possible tag here. That's going to be for kind of outside of where the rest of the action's happening. That's going to be for Pecos County, Texas, and Terrell County, Texas, which is also where we have these flash flood warnings in effect here. So we might see a tornado out of that. Let me go ahead and check the rotation on it. Yeah, we've got some pretty strong rotation there, so you might get a tornado warning out of that, and if you do, that's whenever you're going to want to start to seek shelter. This severe thunderstorm warning, I wouldn't say is necessarily shelter worthy, but we need to watch it very closely to make sure that it doesn't become like that. All right. I don't know if this is new warning or not, but we do have I think that's new. Yep, that's a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Pittsburg County, Oklahoma, and McIntosh County, Oklahoma. That's going to be for 1.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So seek shelter immediately if you're in McAllister, Oklahoma, or Canadian, Oklahoma there. Yeah, that's a big boy. Okay, we got some hail coming in, and you may be wondering, well, why do I need to seek shelter? It's just 1.75-inch hail. It's not even that big. But the thing is, it gets flown at your windows at potentially 60 miles an hour winds, which is what we have in this storm. So that's where it becomes a threat. Where if it busts your windows, then rain's gonna be coming into your house. All that hail's gonna be coming into your house. There's gonna be damaging winds literally inside of your house. That's not good. You know, you're gonna seek shelter for that lowest floor possible, away from windows. But yeah, no new warnings as of right now. This storm, I would like to say, it extends into portions of Missouri. That's not where the severe threat is, but we do have some rain, potentially some low-end thunderstorms here in Missouri that are causing some flash flooding, okay? We got some flood advisories in portions of southern Missouri there, so look out for that. But yeah, no new warnings as of right now, so I guess I can go ahead and give my voice a break. Just chill here. We've been live for 14 minutes already. It feels like time flies whenever I do these. I probably need to change the thumbnail for this stream because there's not actually a tornado warning right now, and it does say tornado warning in the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and fix that here. Let's go ahead and make a thumbnail. What should we do? Or if I go quiet for a second here. Ooh, okay. So we're going to take that picture. And, oh, can I? There we go. Take that picture of the storm. Then we're going to slap severe weather coverage. There we go. But yeah, that thumbnail is the same one that I used for my last live stream. So that's why I just plopped it on there, because I didn't have any other ones made. But there we go. All right, new thumbnail. We do not have any new warnings, so it's a good thing that I kind of got a break while I'm making the thumbnail here. All right. Hayden says the chat may be disabled now. I don't know why. I don't know why it's disabled at all, but it was disabled last stream as well. But apparently it was working for the beginning of this stream, but not anymore. Okay, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning here. That's going to be for Crosby County, Texas, and Dickens County, Texas for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Get inside, but that's not shelter worthy in my opinion. Okay. Oh, the thumbnail right now. Yeah, that's not a good thumbnail. Apparently we didn't have a thumbnail on that at all. Oh, and that's the wrong picture. No, now it says tornado warning. We don't have a tornado warning. Come on, come on, come on. Quit. It doesn't want to work with me. Come on, why are you being so slow? What the heck? Why can I not just change my thumbnail? Okay, nope, we're going to change that to severe storms. There we go. I like that. Okay. Yeah, so no new warnings. Again, the most concerning areas right now are going to be Hardman County, Texas, Ford County, Texas, Will Barger County, Texas, Comanche County, Oklahoma, Tillman County, Oklahoma, Cotton County, Oklahoma, Kiowa County, Oklahoma, Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, McIntosh County, Oklahoma. If you're in any of those counties that I just listed, you need to seek shelter because you're under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, which means you either have 1.75-inch hail or larger or 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts or higher, which are tornado force winds, and that hail is not a joke either. So, yeah. All right, that's what we're working with right now. I'm definitely not going to go live tomorrow. I'll say that right now just because tomorrow we have, like, barely any threat. I don't even think we have a marginal risk tomorrow. But, yeah. And I don't think I'm going to go live either for Friday since we do not have a marginal risk for that yet as well. So it might be a while before I go live again. So I'm just letting you know. I don't need to say but yeah or so yeah after everything. Okay, new severe thunderstorm warning. This is a considerable one. So seek shelter if you're in Cotton County, Oklahoma, Clay County, Texas, Jefferson County, Oklahoma, or Stevens County, Oklahoma. That's for 1.75-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's a biggie. Okay, it's got both of the considerable threats for hail and wind there. Let me go ahead and bring that up on the camera there. Yeah, so that's the storm right there with all the large hail and the damaging winds. It's going to move out to this area in this whole orange region. So, yeah, seek shelter if you're in that area in that orange box once the storm approaches you. Okay. What we're really working with right now is a lot of considerable severe thunderstorm warnings. We don't have any tornado warnings, and we no longer have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. I was going to go live at 4, actually, but then I saw that was up, the destructive one, and I was like, no, we need to go now. We need to do this now. I don't believe there's been any tornado warnings thus far today, but yeah. We have flood watches in effect here for, I did not mean to bring that up. Okay. We have flood watches in effect here for a good portion of Oklahoma and Texas as well, by the way. I guess I should mention that. Or really just Oklahoma, I guess, not Texas. But Texas, again, I think you have that moderate risk of flash flooding today, which is a 40% risk. So you yourself, I'm talking to you. If you are in northeast Texas or southern Oklahoma, you have a 40% chance to see a few inches of rain tonight. So, yeah, look out for that. All right. Yeah, really, Vernon is really concerning right now because that's a large town. You could call it a city, I guess, and you have 2-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds approaching you. So if you're in Vernon, once that storm gets you, you need to seek shelter because that's a big one. That is the biggins. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, no new warnings or anything. Been going for 19 minutes. I'm sorry I bring up how long we've been going for so often. I guess you guys really don't care. Right. We do not have anybody watching right now except for Caden, but we did have a viewer earlier. I don't know if that was another one of my friends or not, but let's go ahead and check. Okay, this is getting out to people's recommended, so that's good. Unfortunately, though, for the past probably 10 minutes, it hasn't been. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah. It looks like we did have a real viewer there for a second, though, other than just my friend. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning for Ector County, Texas, Crane County, Texas, Midland County, Texas, and Upton County, Texas. That was the region we were working in yesterday. That's for 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, which are not shelter-worthy, but it's something you've got to look out for, you know. All right. We do not. Okay, sorry. We do have one tornado possible tag here on a severe thunderstorm warning. That's the one for Pecos County and Terrell County. But that rotation is getting weaker and weaker. Yeah, I don't think that's going to produce a tornado. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we might have another viewer here. I think we have a new viewer here. If you're joining this for the first time, we're doing live severe weather coverage here for portions of Texas and Oklahoma. Right now, we have some 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds falling here. Well, wind doesn't fall, but we have 70-mile-an-hour winds and 2-inch hail falling here in portions of Oklahoma. And once again, like I said, Texas. But yeah, that's really the main threat for tonight. Large hail, damaging winds, a couple tornadoes may be possible. But yeah, this is going to be mainly from Oklahoma City back down to the Texas-Mexico border. That's going to be the main area of impact. But if you're outside of that, you could still definitely see some threats today. Again, we might see a tornado, maybe a small isolated one, but it's not going to be a high-end tornado threat today. But we do have a very strong damaging wind threat today, as we had an 80-mile-per-hour warned windstorm earlier, which are tornado force winds, and they're straight line winds. So that was really, you could consider that like a tornado warning. But yeah, that was pretty scary earlier. But now that has expired. And the main area we're looking at here is going to be Vernon, Oklahoma, as you have some 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds approaching you. Seek shelter if you're in Vernon. I'd say it's probably time to get into your safe spot because Vernon's up there. The storm is just starting to get into your area, but winds can precede the storm. Okay, so yeah. Okay. No new warnings or anything right now. All right. But yeah, that's what we're working with today. We do have some flash flood warnings in effect, but no new ones, so I'm not going to go over that again. I've been going live for 22 minutes. Something I thought, here, new warning. Borden County, Texas, and Dawson County, Texas. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's not shelter worthy, but look out for that. One thing that I was wondering the other day is if I would go live for snowstorms. Nobody asked me or anything. I was just wondering myself if I'm going to do that. I think I might. I think if there's like a high-end snowstorm impact, because we've had a couple of considerable snowstorms already this year, believe it or not, in portions of the Northwest, mainly the interior Northwest. But we haven't had any ones that I'd say are live worthy. But yeah. All right. Once again, these storms are going to be mostly in southern Oklahoma and portions of west and central Texas. But that's where the severe threat will be. But the storms also will extend back out here into portions of Missouri, Arkansas, and even portions of western Illinois, but by that point it's just rain. It also goes into Kansas a decent amount, and we do have a slight severe threat here in southwestern Kansas, so look out for that. The Dodge City region, the Liberal region. But yeah. Okay, no new warning. Oh, sorry, we do have a new warning. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds for Canadian County, Oklahoma, Grady County, Oklahoma, Kingfisher County, Oklahoma, and Caddo County, Oklahoma here. Again, that's not shelter worthy, but get indoors. Obviously, you don't want to be in a storm with 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. But yeah, that's a new severe thunderstorm warning. We still have a lot of considerable severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now. One of them is going to be for Hardman County, Texas, and Ford County, Texas, which is the one that's heading for Vernon. So right now, I'm really concerned about Vernon just because of how populated Vernon is, and they're in some of the highest impact that we have right now, okay? Looks like there's a couple of storm chasers on the ground there. If you see some icons, that's what that is. There's storm chasers on the ground that are in that right now. So if there is like a tornado out of that, or there is some large hail or damaging winds, they can report that to the National Weather Service, which is good. All right. We do also have flood watches. In fact, we have a flooding potential tonight for North Texas and southern Oklahoma. Just saying that for any new viewers. I believe we still have somebody watching other than just my friend. But yeah. that's what we're doing right now. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, as I do usually daily severe weather coverage videos, not just live streams, but also videos. I've just started doing the live streams yesterday. Literally, my first one was just yesterday, and this is my second one today. I'm not going to go live daily, but we've just had such high-end threats for the past 2 days that I felt like I needed to, because 30% hatched risks for both hail and wind today. So we could see some wind gusts up to 80 mph or higher, and we could see some hail up to 3 inches or larger. Last night, after I stopped streaming, there was actually a big pickup in the hail threat. We had some baseball size hail, some apple size hail. That was really it. After I was done streaming last night, there were no tornadoes or really strong damaging wind gusts or anything. All right. Let's see here. When will the gaming videos come back and we get gaming live streams? Well, I haven't totally given up gaming. I'm probably gonna do a gaming video like once a week or every other week, but I don't know about live gaming videos. But I'm not done doing the gaming. I just switch over to weather. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do live gaming just because I don't really see a reason to, like this I need to go live for this just because this is here and now. If I make a video, like a problem with some of my severe weather forecasts, if I make a video and there's a severe thunderstorm warning and I talk about it, then by the time it gets uploaded, that severe thunderstorm warning would already be gone. Like, it wouldn't even be in effect anymore. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I want to do this live. Also, Ryan Hall, y'all, big inspiration for me to do this type of stuff. All right. We do have some storms entering the Wichita Falls region. We also have some storms leaving the Wichita Falls region. But I guess northern Wichita Falls. But yeah. No new warnings as of right now. But we still have 4 or 5 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. And then we also have a tornado possible tag for this one down here in Pecos County, Texas, and also, the Terrell County, Texas. I think I called it Terrell the first time. I believe it's pronounced Terrell, but yeah. And we also have some flash flood warnings down in Carroll and Terrell. Not Carroll. What is it? It's Pecos County and Terrell County. So don't be going outside and driving. I mean, you wouldn't want to be anyway because there's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now and a tornado possible. But also don't be driving because there's some flash flooding going on. We could see upwards of 5 inches of rain in this area tonight, maybe 6 inches even. The flooding risk today is definitely bigger than the one yesterday. I'll say that much. All right. Let's see here. Okay, no new warnings as of right now. I would be paying attention to this a lot more and really talking about more and having more stuff to talk about if there's a tornado warning or a destructive severe warning right now, but there's not, just a bunch of considerable ones, which are still shelter worthy in my opinion. I think if you're under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, you should seek shelter for that. The National Emergency Alert System all around the country today issued a test warning for the emergency alert system. But yeah, that's something. And funnily enough, we already had a storm earlier that set off the emergency alert system for real. So maybe it's a good thing they tested it today. But yeah. All right. We might get some rain in my area tomorrow. I don't want to say too much about that, but yeah. Let's see. No new warnings in effect as of right now. At least not high-end ones. We have a new one for Dickens County and Crosby County in Texas, I do believe here, for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, but that's not a considerable threat. Still, obviously, get indoors, but it's not shelter-worthy. Okay, new severe thunderstorm warning for Cochran County, Texas, and Hockley County, Texas, 1 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Again, not quite shelter-worthy, but still get indoors. Lubbock all around you is having multiple severe warnings, but there's nothing actually in Lubbock. Like maybe some light sprinklage, maybe some slightly gusty winds. But really, in Lubbock, there's nothing. But once you get in the area surrounding Lubbock, there we got a severe thunderstorm warning there, a severe thunderstorm warning there, and a severe thunderstorm warning there. But Lubbock, you're seeing nothing. I know it looks like you're seeing something on the radar, but that's just 'cause the radar, closer to the radar side, it shows rain even when there's not. But yeah. Okay, let's see here. No new warnings in effect. No tornado warnings yet. I don't believe we've had one today. I guess I can go ahead and check here. Let's see. Look at that. NWS severe tornado. Let's see. Sorry if I go silent for just a second here. Okay. Oh, I just really want to just look. Let me just look at this, please. Okay. Yeah, cool. Where's it at? NWS tornado. Let's see. Yeah, no tornado warnings as of today. We had a bunch yesterday, dude. But again, I don't think we actually had a tornado yesterday, or at least not a confirmed one. We just had a bunch of radar indicated threats. But yeah. If you're under a radar indicated tornado warning ever, you should still seek shelter because there could be one on the ground at any second, or there could be one right now and people just haven't seen it. Like you should still seek shelter for that, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's a tornado on the ground, you know. All right. Caden, can you let me know if chat's disabled? Oh, I don't know why. It was working earlier, but not now. Oh. I don't know. Maybe that was the last live stream I tried to do because I tried to do one and then for some reason it just didn't work out. So I had to stop it and start up this one. It was only like 3 minutes long and I just did the same things that I was saying here. But yeah, the chat was it was working on that one. I deleted it already so that I don't have some random 3-minute trash on my channel. 1.25 inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds, new severe thunderstorm warning. That's a considerable one for Cottle County, Texas, King County, Texas, Motley County, Texas, and Dickens County, Texas. Seek shelter immediately. This is approaching Paducah, Texas. So once that storm gets to you, Paducah, in fact, right now you may just want to seek shelter because the winds can come before the storm, and the storm is basically there anyway. So Paducah, Texas, seek shelter. There's a couple other towns in there, but I'm just pointing that out because that's one of the large ones. You're also under a flash flood warning there. Okay, but yeah, Paducah, Texas. Seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows. All right. That one kind of caught me off guard. We haven't really had anything down there in that specific region of Texas. Nothing too bad anyway. I guess just to the east of that is where we have our one that is approaching Vernon. In fact, it is basically in Vernon now. Again, that's 2-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds. It's basically in Vernon. They'll seek shelter in Vernon immediately. That's a considerable severe thunderstorm. The straight line winds are going to be as fast as a tornado. Tornado force winds, they call it. And Vernon is a very large town, okay? So this is similar to the Midland scenario yesterday, but not quite as big a deal because the storm was worse then, and it was heading for a more populated area. But yeah, this one is still it's still not great. Midland yesterday, I don't even know if the storm actually made it to you guys. Like, I'm sure it did, but the worst of it probably didn't. And Midland, speaking of Midland, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning right now for 1.25 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Not shelter worthy, but man, that sucks that you guys have been under a severe thunderstorm warning 2 days in a row. I guess Midland's not technically in this one. The orange box is going to be your warning, but it does include Odessa, and it almost makes it up to Midland there. But you can pretty much act like you're in it. In fact, if you open up weather.com, it'll tell you that you're in it if you're in the same county as a warning. Just a quick tip there. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning for Grady County, Oklahoma, Cleveland County, Oklahoma, Canadian County, Oklahoma, McLean County, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma County, Oklahoma for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. That is right south of Oklahoma City. That's going to include the Oklahoma City suburbs, kind of the metropolitan region there. I don't know if that's a suburb really, but yeah, I don't know if there is such a thing as the Oklahoma City suburbs. It's a big city, but it's not big enough for that, I don't think. But the metro area, specifically Moore, Oklahoma has an interesting history with storms. It has the largest tornado ever recorded. It's a pretty interesting story. It has the largest tornado ever recorded. That was an EF5, and that was actually funnily enough, that was the most recent tornado, EF5 tornado. We have not had an EF5 tornado since 2013, over 10 years ago now. It was early 2013. That's why I'm saying over 10 years ago. But yeah, we have not had an EF5 tornado in a long time, guys. We've had several EF4s. Specifically in like the past like couple of years, we've had the Mayfield, Kentucky EF4. We've had the Rolling Fork, Mississippi EF4. I'm trying to think of other ones that we've had. We had the Kyoto, I think it was Kyoto, Iowa one that was an EF4. That was on March 31st. Kyoto, is that what it was? Yeah, it was Kyoto. But yeah, we've had a lot of EF4s in just the past couple of years, and some of them are just like they're just not quite strong enough to reach that EF5 level. Just about. Specifically, the Rolling Fork one is probably the worst out of the ones I mentioned. Rolling Fork, Mississippi. If you live there, that was on March 24th. You're probably still a bit damaged from that. If that tells you how big that was. That 6 months ago, this tornado hit over 6 months ago. And they might still be rebuilding from that, if I'm being honest. That was a huge one. But yeah, we had the Palestine, Illinois EF3 tornado. For some reason, I thought that was an EF4, but that's an EF3, I believe. Yeah, that was a high-end EF3, though. That was on the same day as the Kyoto, Iowa one, though. Iowa one. No new warnings. We still have 4 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings. So Cottle County, Texas, King County, Texas, Motley County, Texas, Dickens County, Texas, Cotton County, Oklahoma, Clay County, Texas, Jefferson County, Oklahoma, Stevens County, Oklahoma, and Bedbarger County, Oklahoma, Texas, Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, and McIntosh County, Oklahoma. All those counties, yes, all of them are under not just a severe thunderstorm warning, but a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, which means you either have at least 1.75 inch hail or 70-mile-an-hour winds at least, or you could have both. Who knows? For some reason, I was just messing with my green screen here. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know why I have this up. I guess it makes the lighting a little bit better, but I could really take that down. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Vernon, though. Vernon, it is, you need to get in shelter if you're in Vernon. I'm sure you're starting to feel it. Okay. Yeah, that's what we got right now. I feel like I've said that like 100 times already. We still have 2 viewers watching. I know one of those is Caden, but if the other one, honestly, I'm hoping that's not one of my friends, the other one, because I hope that's a real viewer. Caden just sent me a text. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I kind of want to show that on stream. I think I'm going to do it. So obviously Twitter rebranded to X, and Caden was playing a game where you draw logos from memory, and he said they need to the drawing logos from memory game, because the one he drew is the X, and the other one's the Twitter. Yeah. Okay. New severe thunderstorm warning here. Can I find where that's at, though? That's the big question. I don't think it's a considerable one. Otherwise, it would poke out to me here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, though. I can't find where it's at. But there is a new severe thunderstorm warning. It is just a base level one, though. Our tornado possible tag severe thunderstorm warning is still up here for portions of Pecos County, Texas, and Terrell County, Texas. And the rotation is still kind of there, if I'm being honest. It's not quite shelter worthy. And I don't think they're going to issue a tornado warning for that, but there's some rotation. I don't think there's going to be a tornado. But still watch out there. That's our only tornado possible tag, severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see here. How much time do we have left on the Vernon warning here? The Vernon warning will expire in 15 minutes. It's really in Vernon now. We're not saying, oh, in Vernon, in a few minutes, you're going to need to seek shelter. No, you need to get into shelter now if you're in Vernon. There's 2-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Just imagine limes or eggs, because those are both 2 inches. Imagine limes or eggs being flown at your windows at 70 miles an hour. That probably would not be great, but this is made out of ice, too, so it's going to feel even worse. So, Vernon, seek shelter. Luckily, the worst of it is going to go to the south of you, it's looking like, but you're still going to get some strong effects from that, okay? So, yeah, seek shelter immediately there. That's really the main area we're watching is Vernon. We could get an injury out of that, potentially, if there's just somebody that doesn't take the right precautions. That's the storm you don't want to mess around with. And then we have a few other considerable warnings. One is here for 1.75 inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds here near Temple. I believe that's in Texas, maybe. Yeah, I think that's Texas. It's been tricky. The past two, both of these live streams, the one yesterday and today, both of the major impacts have been on the borders of states. Yesterday it was the Kansas-Nebraska border, so I was going, is that Kansas or is that Nebraska? Today it's the same thing, but with Oklahoma and Texas. This time it's even worse. Ugh. We're kind of entering the second severe weather season of the year. Everybody knows that, yes, Caden, I did. Yeah, that was a huge thing that happened there. But yeah, anyway, our other viewer left, unfortunately. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah. So everybody knows, or at least most people know anyway, that the worst time for severe weather is in March, April, and May. At least that's what everybody thinks. That's kind of the springtime, severe weather season, you could call it, tornado season. And that's usually in like the Midwest region. But there's a lesser known what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, tornado season that's during like early October, late September, going really throughout the entire month of October, I guess. You can get some really severe weather here in September and October, specifically for like Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota. The Great Plains see so much severe weather during fall, the second severe weather season of the year, and it's really way lesser known. Everybody knows, like I said, April and May get all the tornadoes, but this season, late September, August. That's I'm not gonna say it's more intense because realistically the spring one is. That's why it's more known, but it's still an intense time of the year. Summer was pretty active this year compared to normal summers. I believe the record was actually broken for most days in a row where they issued a slight risk of severe weather. The SPC did. But yeah, there was like 80 days in a row, almost 70 something days in a row where we had a slight risk of severe weather. And a slight risk of severe weather it's decently rare. I don't want to say it's rare, but the past 2 days. So okay, let me start over. Let me explain the scale of the SPC. I'm sure everybody wants to hear this. No, don't call me right now. Stop. No. Don't call me. Sorry. Anyway, there's 5 levels of severe weather. Quit calling. It's a person, Caden. No, stop! Will you stop calling? Okay, sorry. The SPC scale goes marginal risk, slight risk, enhanced risk, moderate risk, and high risk. Those are the risks of severe weather, and we don't get one of those every single day. High risks, you get about once a year, sometimes even less. Moderate risks are something that you see probably once every 2 or 3 months, depending on what time of year you're in. Enhanced risks, you get about once a month, which is what we have today, and we've had it for the past 2 days, which is pretty rare. And then slight risks you see probably once every other week. So a slight risk of severe weather is not as common as most people think. This time of year it may seem common, but right now, it's big. Okay, I believe that is my friend watching the stream now. Okay. Allow paste. By the way, Caden, that was Jackson that was watching. Actually, that may not be, or Jackson that was calling me anyway. That may not be Jackson watching because I just sent Jackson the link. Okay, back to the severe weather. Let's see if we have any new warnings or anything. We do not. No new considerable ones. We still have that tornado possible tag for the one. Okay, so yeah, we have Jackson watching and Caden watching, but I think there's another viewer watching. So we're at 3 concurrent viewers. That's my peak for live streams. I'm not even kidding. We have a storm right now that's doing 1.5-inch hail, and the other viewer just left. I said, why? I just scared that viewer off. I'm too cringe. 1.5-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and a tornado possible tag here for Pecos County, Texas, and Terrell County, Texas. And then we have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Motley County, Texas. That's 1.25-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. Seek shelter immediately. Lowest floor possible away from windows. We have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, and McIntosh County, Oklahoma for 1.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Seek shelter immediately. Will Barker County, Texas, 1.75-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Seek shelter immediately. Cotton County, Oklahoma, Clay County, Texas, Jefferson County, Oklahoma, and Stevens County, Oklahoma. 1.75-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's the worst warning we have left. Seek shelter immediately. And then 2 others are the one for Cottle County, Texas, King County, Texas, Motley County, Texas, and Dickens County, Texas. That's 1.25-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. Seek shelter immediately. And then the last one that's considerable, these aren't all the severe thunderstorm warnings, but the shelter-worthy ones. The last one is going to be for Baylor County, Texas, Wichita County, Texas, Archer County, Texas, and Will Barger County, Texas for 1.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. They canceled the Vernon warning. I don't think the Vernon warning expired. I think they just canceled it. So here, let's go and bring Vernon back up here. If you're in Vernon, they made the warning not quite go back up to Vernon, and they downgraded the threat to 1.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. But Vernon, I would still be watching out for the storm. I don't think it's necessarily shelter-worthy anymore, but Vernon, Oklahoma is it was the main area we were watching. But yeah, thank you, Caden. I noticed that. If you're new to this stream, we are doing live severe weather coverage for portions of Texas and Oklahoma. Oh, Caden, I just realized that was you that got us to 4 viewers, wasn't it? You clicked on you opened up 2 new tabs. You jerk. Okay. You made me think I actually had people watching you for a second. Crushed my hopes and dreams, Caden. How could you? No, you didn't. Maybe it's Jackson. Anyways, yeah, that's what we're working with right now. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings here for Pecos County, Terrell County. That is the one with the tornado possible tag. Again, the rotation on that is getting weaker and weaker, but the National Weather Service still has highlighted enough to have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning on that. So do look out for that. And then, yeah, that's what we're working with right now. But yeah, that's it. All right, let's see here. Okay, so no new warnings as of right now. Sorry, I went silent there for a second, but yeah. Again, the worst severe thunderstorm warning we have right now. Oh, they downgraded that. Okay, I was going to say we have a pretty bad severe thunderstorm warning right now. We still have a few considerable ones, but the worst one near Vernon did get downgraded to a lesser threat once again. Sorry, I keep going silent. But yeah, we do have a new flash flood warning here for Johnston County, Oklahoma, Marshall County, Oklahoma, and Bryan County, Oklahoma here. We could see, looks like upwards of 6 inches of rain in that area. That's a lot. 4 to 6 inches of rain possible in that region. And that's going to include Fort Washita, Oklahoma, and Little City, Oklahoma, as well as Madill, Oklahoma. So don't be driving on flooded roads if you're in that region. As 6 inches of rain may not sound that bad, but if you don't want to be driving in that, okay, that could wash away your car as you're driving it, literally. No other new warnings as of right now. Probably the worst storm I would say we have is the one for Motley County, Texas here with 1.25-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds. That is near Paducah, Texas. So look out for that there. It is that just, yeah, it's just now entering. The worst part of it is just entering Paducah. So seek shelter away from windows and on the lowest floor possible if you're in that region. Paducah is decently populated. But yeah. All right. New severe thunderstorm warning for Terrell County, Texas, and Pecos County, Texas. They extended the warning that had the tornado possible tag, but they got rid of the tornado possible tag. So, sorry, now it's 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds for Pecos County and Terrell County in Texas. So, yeah, look out for that. We also have a storm that has 1.25-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds for Cottle County, Texas, King County, Texas, Motley County, Texas, and Dickens County, Texas. Oh, I guess I already listed that. That's the one near Paducah. Seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible if you're in Paducah, away from windows. But yeah, 16 severe thunderstorm warnings right now, 5 flash flood warnings. We only have 4 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings, I believe, right now. We do not have any destructive ones, and we haven't had a tornado warning this entire stream. But yeah, 4 severe thunderstorm warnings that are considerable, but we have 12 other ones that are just regular severe thunderstorm warnings. So the main areas we're watching right now, once again, just south of Vernon, and then as well as Pecos and Terrell County. And then also, I would say Motley County, Texas, near Paducah. I'd say Paducah is probably the main area we're watching because there is a considerable severe thunderstorm that's about to enter that region there, and Paducah is very populated, okay? Yeah, seek shelter immediately if you are in Paducah, lowest floor possible, away from windows, as 70-mile-an-hour winds are tornado force winds. So even though there's not a tornado with this storm, and there most likely won't be, you're still going to have winds equivalent to tornado force. So you're going to want to treat that like a tornado warning, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, again, we don't have any action in Lubbock right now, but just around Lubbock, everything's popping off, okay? We've got like 4 severe thunderstorm warnings just surrounding Lubbock, actually 5. And Lubbock's just west of Paducah, the one that we're really watching. But yeah. Okay. If you're wondering how long I will be live for tonight, probably until about 5 to 5:30. Just depends on how long the weather keeps going. But I cannot go any later till like 5:30 or 5:45 because I said this last stream. But unfortunately, I do have a life outside of YouTube. I know, surprising, right? But I cannot just sit here and live stream all day, even though I would love to do that. New severe thunderstorm warning here for Choctaw County, Oklahoma, Lamar County, Texas, and Bryan County, Oklahoma for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. That is not shelter worthy, but you're still going to get indoors for that. We have 4 viewers right now, 4 likes on this stream. So that's pretty nice. But yeah. I don't know how many of those are my friends and how many are just actual viewers, but if you are an actual viewer and you're wondering why you can't type in chat, I don't truthfully know. For some reason, it's just disabled. It was working just a little bit ago. It wasn't working yesterday, and then now it's not working. It's confusing. New severe thunderstorm warning here for Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, and Latimer County, Oklahoma. That's an extension of our other one here. That's going to include Blocker and then a Damson. So that's, again, not shelter worthy, but you're going to want to get indoors for that. You're going to want to get indoors for any severe thunderstorm warning because that's a severe thunderstorm. But yeah. All right. Let's see. Sorry if I go quiet for a second. There's just nothing new to talk about, and I need to give my voice a rest, you know. We only have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings left that are considerable. One of them is for Baylor County, Texas, Wichita County, Texas, Archer County, Texas, and Wilbarger County, Texas. And then the other one is going to be for Cottle County, Texas, King County, Texas, Motley County, Texas, and Dickens County, Texas. So you're going to seek shelter if you're in those counties, but anywhere else, you're good right now. You might be under a severe thunderstorm warning, but it's not a high-end one. And we do have a ton of flash flood warnings, actually. We have 6 now, so we have a new one. That's going to be we have a new one in Pecos County, Texas, it looks like. So we do have that moderate risk of flash flooding today, actually, which is, I mean, I'd say that was fairly accurate, as we have 6 flash flood warnings right now. And they're all in Texas and Oklahoma, actually. That's pretty interesting, I think. But yeah, well, once those considerable warnings expire, if we don't get any new ones, I might just end the stream here, guys. I know this is a bit of a shorter one than yesterday. Oh, sorry, we have 3 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings left. We have one that I guess I just didn't see for Oklahoma County, Oklahoma, McLean County, Oklahoma, and Cleveland County, Oklahoma. That was there earlier. I just didn't list it a minute ago. And you know what? That's actually a pretty big one. So we have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning here heading straight for Norman in Oklahoma City. That's the most populated area we've talked about today yet. So you're going to want to seek shelter if you're in Norman and Oklahoma City because the storm is approaching you. Maybe not Oklahoma City. It looks like it's going to go just as south of you. But Norman, you're going to seek shelter. As you could see, hail up to golf ball size possibly in this storm. So look out for that. But yeah. All right. I can't tell. Okay, that's not a new warning. Right now, we have 14 severe thunderstorm warnings and 6 flash flood warnings. I said this yesterday, but I wish there was a way that I could put like a layout up on the stream to be like list the amount of severe warnings we have and the amount of flash flood warnings we have and tornado warnings. But unfortunately, I can't figure that out. I'm a rookie streamer. This is literally my second one ever. My first one was yesterday. And again, if you're watching this back and you didn't hear what I said earlier, I'm not planning on going live every day. It's just going to be a once in a while thing. The only reason I went live 2 days in a row here is just because of how insane this weather is. We've had pretty severe storms 2 days in a row. After I stopped streaming last night, I did, I said earlier that it got better and there wasn't as many storms, but I'm now remembering that a huge line of storms formed after that, actually, yesterday after I stopped being live. I think one of them had 80-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know why I forgot about that. I said earlier, yeah, it pretty much calmed down after that, but no, it didn't. There were 80-mile-an-hour winds, a couple of 3-inch hail reports, and it was a huge line for Kansas and Nebraska heading into Iowa and South Dakota, Minnesota. It wasn't quite classified as a derecho, but if that thing was twice as big, we would have had a derecho. If you don't know what a derecho is, you can check out my video from a few days ago, but if you don't want to, then basically it's a big storm. It's a big storm with fast winds. It's a huge storm, actually. It's got to be 240 miles wide, and that entire 240-mile region has to have wind gusts of 58 miles an hour or higher across the entire thing. So it's pretty bad, but yeah. We have okay, so this is not a new severe thunderstorm warning, but now we have one with a tornado possible tag here for, let's see, tornado possible for Cochran County and Hockley County, Texas. They upgraded this to a tornado possible here near sundown. So look out for that. It's not quite shelter worthy just yet, I wouldn't say, but definitely look out for that. Once again, sundown, Petits, and Whiteface in Texas. So look out for that. We have 3 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings left for Cottle County, Texas, and King County, Texas. That's going to be for 1.25-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. Cleveland County, Oklahoma, McLean County, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma County, Oklahoma. You're under one for 1.75-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour or 60-mile-an-hour winds. My bad. And then the only other one that we have that's considerable is for Baylor County, Texas, Wichita County, Texas, Archer County, Texas, and Will Barker County, Texas for 1.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. And those are the only ones that are shelter worthy, but we have like 10 or 11 other severe thunderstorm warnings, but they're not quite shelter worthy. Again, I'm thinking that once the one for Paducah is the main area we're watching right now, and it's really getting Paducah now. So obviously, if you're not in shelter already in Paducah, get there. I'm thinking after that one expires, I might just hop off of here. This is going to have to be a shorter one because I've got a lot of stuff to do today. But yeah. We're up to 4 viewers for like a long period of time earlier. We only have 1 now, but we have 4 likes of this stream, so that's nice. Sorry, I'm going silent here for a second. That's interesting. Doesn't look like it got. Oh, never mind. My bad. I was about to say something, but it wouldn't even make sense, so I don't know. Never mind. Just forget everything I was saying. Sorry, I'm going silent. No new warnings or anything. No new severe warnings. No new flash flood warnings. No new tornado warnings. We haven't had a tornado warning at all yet. Last night was way more tornado warning like because the tornado threat for today, we only have a large 2% region to see a tornado today instead of a 5% region like we had yesterday. It looks like we got a new viewer here, so hello, welcome to the stream. We are doing live severe weather coverage. Right now, we are really concerned here for Norman, Oklahoma, which is a very big city, and then also we have that one near Paducah in Texas. So if you're in either of those cities there, seek shelter. Those are some very large cities, and you're both under a high impact in those. Okay, so those are the two considerable severe thunderstorm warnings that we have left. One is for Cottle County and King County in Texas. That's for 1.25 inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. And then the other one is going to be for Cleveland County, Oklahoma, McLean County, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma County, Oklahoma for 1.75 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So if you're in any of those counties I just listed, you need to get into shelter immediately. But otherwise, you're good to go. We do have a lot of other severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect, but they're not considerable ones. We do have one for Cochran County, Texas, and Hockley County, Texas, that has a tornado possible tag on it. There is a little bit of rotation, not a lot, but a little bit. So I don't think we're going to see a tornado out of that, but we could. Obviously, the National Weather Service knows better than I do. But so far on my live streams, I feel like I've made a pretty impressive debut. Not to brag, but I feel like I've been right about most of the stuff that I've said on here. But yeah. Looks like that viewer has left now. I'm probably freaking them out by saying, oh, a new viewer joined. How exciting. Yeah, no tornado warnings yet. Which is a good thing, but yeah. By the way, unless it's on the weekends, the only time that I will be able to go live, if I am going to go live that day, it will be around 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So that's 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It may be like 30 minutes before that, but yeah, most of the time that's around when I'll start because I got school and I don't get home until like 3:30 from school, maybe like 3:25. But then obviously I have to get this all set up and stuff. So yeah. But on the weekends, I can go live at any time, which is pretty nice. Never mind. I thought we had a new severe thunderstorm warning, but we don't. I don't believe, at least. If we do, it's not a considerable one, and it doesn't have a tornado possible tag. I almost feel like if a storm has a tornado possible tag, it should be considerable, but the National Weather Service doesn't consider it considerable. I'm sorry, that was the dumbest thing I've ever said. No, that's not true. But that was pretty dumb. I'm sorry. Again, Paducah, this storm is just now getting past Paducah, but still stay in your safe spot if you're in Paducah, because this has 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1.25 inch hail with it, which is 1.25 inch is $50 size hail. If we look at this radar here, this is showing some large hail here. Okay, if we look at the other radar site, that blue is either very, very, very extreme downpours, which could be possible since we do have a lot of rain tonight, some flash flooding, or it's some hail, some large hail. New viewer here, it looks like. So hello, welcome to the stream. We are doing live severe weather coverage here. The main areas we are concerned about right now are going to be Cottle County, Texas, King County, Texas, Cleveland County, Oklahoma, McLean County, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma County, Oklahoma. Those are all under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. So what you're going to want to do if you're in any of those counties is seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows, because those are pretty bad storms. But we do have 14 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now. But yeah, 6 flash flood warnings in effect. The flash flood warnings are going to be for Cottle County, Texas, Motley County, Texas, Pecos County, Texas. Sorry, I clicked off of there. Comanche County, Oklahoma, Stevens County, Oklahoma, Conn County, Oklahoma, Grady County, Oklahoma, Johnston County, Oklahoma, Marshall County, Oklahoma, Bryan County, Oklahoma, and that's it. And then if we just go ahead and zoom out here and take a look at the radar overall, I've been showing individual things, but this is what we're working with tonight, okay? Once you get to actually see it yourself, it's a lot more intense. I know the lighting's kind of bad on it. I still wish I could screen record the streams, but I can't figure out how to because I'm dumb. But yeah, this is what we're doing right now. Okay, it's a pretty large event, but there's not a lot of like singular storms that are really concerning. And oh my gosh, I take back everything I just said. Whoa, our tornado possible storm has been upgraded to have 2.75-inch hail. That is a new destructive storm warning. Seek shelter immediately. That's going to be in Pettit and Whiteface, heading towards Levelland and White Harl here in Texas. That's 2.75-inch hail. That is going to be baseball-sized hail. And if we bring up this reading thing here, it actually says this is a destructive storm. Seek shelter immediately. Lowest floor possible, away from windows. And it's not even like this is just a radar-indicated baseball-sized hail. This is a weather spotter confirmed baseball-sized hail report. And oh my gosh, it's all popping off. We have a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning here for Borden County, Texas. This is an extension of our other one. It now has 1.75-inch hail and 7-mile-an-hour winds. Seek shelter immediately in Borden County here. So yeah, look out for that. And man, we just got 2 really big updates there at once. But yeah. All right. Yeah, that baseball-sized hail report, you don't see that every day. That's for sure. We do have a very high-end hail threat today. This is going to include this warning includes sundown in Texas, but I don't think it's going to make it there. So we do have Whiteface and Pettit in that threat right now, though, for 2.75-inch hail. And again, that's not even just a radar indicated threat. It said on the reading there that is a weather spotter confirmed. So basically, storm chasers out there, and they saw actual hail falling out of the sky that was baseball size. Like, I feel like whenever you say 2.75-inch hail, nobody thinks anybody of it. But whenever you compare it to a baseball, everybody's like, whoa. Looks like that viewer had left. But yeah. Paducah, the area that we've been watching this whole stream, this storm is just now leaving Paducah. I don't think you need to stay in your safe spot anymore. The severe threat is pretty much over with that. Well, it's not over, but it's heading to a different area. The whole reason we were concerned about Paducah is because it's very populated. But yeah. Caden, are you still watching? It says there's 0 viewers. Just send me a text if you are. Because if you're not, I'm just going to end the live stream here. We got more viewers than last time. We got up to 4 concurrent. Wow. I think we actually definitely had some real viewers this time. Last time it was like maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But this time I think we definitely did. But yeah, Cade's not shooting me that text. So either he's just trolling me and he is watching, or he actually left. And if that's the case, which I believe it is, I'm going to head off this stream now, but what I am going to say is Hockley County, Texas, and Cochran County, Texas, and the surrounding areas, so like Levelland, you're going to want to watch out for this storm because it's got baseball hail. But yeah, other than that, this is Davis signing off. That was cringe. I'm just going to leave. Bye, guys.